Let's get right into it, folks. Hot topics of the day, as we always like to start off here doing. Yesterday, didn't know at the trade deadline what was going to happen with the Los Angeles Lakers. Were they going to lose half their team? Who was going to actually play for them versus the versus the Celtics? Who was going to be active in the lineup? Was LeBron going to play if half his team was shipped away, waiting on Anthony Davis? Nothing happened at the deadline for the Lakers outside of the huge deal for Mike Muscala. Didn't matter. Come into the Garden, getting 8.5, getting 9, whatever it closed at yesterday, closer maybe to 9.5. They pull off the upset winner outright over the Boston Celtics in the Garden. A Rajon Rondo late jumper lifts them 129 to 128, which we like to look big picture here on That Betting Show and what that actually means down the road. Are the Lakers rejuvenized now? Did everybody take a deep breath in the locker room as we talked about yesterday, saying, wasn't traded? Everything feels good now? Let bygones be bygones. Maybe you're dating, maybe one of the players still dating somebody in LA, not shipped to New Orleans where it would have broke up the relationship. You don't have to break your lease in your apartment or your condo or your house that you built there. Now you can make that run to the playoffs, because as we look right now, the Lakers currently, folks, sit in that 10th seed right now, and you have to get to the 8th seed in order to make the playoffs. Who's standing in between them right now? That would be the Los Angeles Clippers at 30 and 28 in the 8th seed. And just taking a quick look here at the live updates here. Also, the Sacramento Kings sit in the Lakers' way. LeBron James, best player in the world, should be able to climb over those two teams, get into the playoffs. But what are you going to see at the end of that road there, people? Probably going to be an 8th seed. Probably going to wind up against the number 1 seed, those Golden State Warriors. So beware of what you get for their Lakers. But we all know the NBA as a whole, we want to see the Lakers in the finals. In the playoffs. It's good for ratings. If it's Golden State, yesterday was Golden State versus LeBron in the finals. Now you might get Golden State versus LeBron in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. How interesting is that? Always at sportsbookreview.com. You got to check to get the best lines out there, right? SBRodds.com is the single best place to do that. Why do we say it here? If you're looking for title odds. Now, betting the Los Angeles Lakers to win the title, to each his own right here. But if you're going to do it out there, people, you got to shop around and get the best lines out there. Right now, offshore, the Lakers sit at plus 1,600 at betonline.ag to win the NBA championship. Oh, man, Donnie, 16-1 ticket on LeBron. Let's take that up. If you shop around, if you go to sportsbookreview.com, find the books out there and get multiple outlets, as Teddy and I always preach on the show, you can find a ticket at plus 5,000 right now at 5 dimes if you wish to play the Lakers to win the NBA title. I don't know. LeBron's been there quite a bit over the past 7, 8, 9 years. Can he do it again and maybe cash or maybe hedge? That hill is going to be a tough one to climb, because obviously with Golden State sitting at a minus 200 ticket to win the NBA title, those are some long odds to overcome. But we'll see how the Lakers do as they control their own destiny down the stretch, maybe make a playoff run in there, and what they do in the offseason, maybe trading for AD or opening up the trade market to try to get a second superstar in there with LeBron James. We'll see. But no harm, no foul. Maybe they can mend those fences in LA. We'll see what happens here. Now, the Celtics, on the other hand, were the favorites coming into the NBA season to win the Eastern Conference, and rightfully so. But at the trade deadline, seeming to stay pat. We saw the Philadelphia 76ers get better. We saw the Toronto Raptors get better. We saw the Milwaukee Bucks get better out there. Now, there's an interesting caveat, because when we take a look at the overall standings here in the Eastern Conference right now, 1 through 5, you get the Bucks in the top seed. Best record in the NBA at 40 and 13. Raptors right behind them at 40 and 16. How about an interesting spot here for the Indianapolis Pacers here at 36 and 19, losing Victor Oladipo, but winning a couple games in a row. Can they stay in that spot? Celtics at the 4 seed, and the Sixers on the outside looking in that 1 through 4, because you want to get in that top 4 seed. We want to see that Final Four, right? We want to see the Bucks, Raptors, Celtics, and Sixers get it on in the Eastern Conference. So if we take a look at some odds out there currently here in the NBA, these are courtesy of betonline.ag. To win the NBA title, the Bucks plus 900. Same thing with the Raptors plus 900. Celtics plus 1,400, along with the Sixers at plus 1,400. So looking coming into the season, as the Celtics, the clear-cut team to get there. Then over the offseason, Toronto adds Kawhi Leonard. Sixers re-up at the trade deadline. Toronto goes above and beyond, gets Marc Gasol. Should be an interesting run there to the finals, but no longer the Celtics, the clear-cut favorite to get home. Obviously, you know where they're battle-tested, have a great home court advantage, fantastic head coach in Brad Stevens. but there's a lot to be desired here heading down the stretch. Barring injuries going into it, would be nice to see that top four stay the same. Obviously, if we're looking at those Indianapolis Pacers right now, currently way down the bottom of the list, because the Celtics sit there at 35-20, right? And the Pacers now plus 15,000 to win the NBA title. Amazing how one injury changes up those odds. But as we say again, check out SBR odds and also sportsbookreview.com to get the latest in updates and always have your options open there with books. Talking a little bit of baseball here in the morning on That Betting Show. JT Realmuto to the Phillies. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, look, you see the background back here, right? Forget about all the monsters there. It's mostly Eagles in the background. Yep, from the Philadelphia area. Finally, baseball looks like it's going to reemerge in Philadelphia and paint the town red here with the Philadelphia Phillies. What's going to come next now? You finally get that link. You have one of the most dominant hitting catchers in baseball coming to a hitter-friendly ballpark. And if you watch the Philadelphia Phillies last year, at any moment during the season, pop on the TV, whether it be the MLB Network, MLB.TV, MLB Channel, the late night package where you're watching the Oakland Athletics late night here on the East Coast. You saw the Phillies. They couldn't hit their way out of a paper bag. Outside of Rhys Hoskins, it was strikeout after strikeout after strikeout after strikeout. Men on second and third, one out. Men on second and third, no outs. Usually the Phillies weren't able to get any runs out of that. But recent additions in the offseason, Gene Segura, Andrew McCutchen. Now you're going to get JT Realmuto. What's that next step to fall? Because most people are pointing to Bryce Harper. If you can add Bryce Harper to the Philadelphia Phillies lineup and take a look at it, how about this? McCutchen leading off, Gene Segura second, Bryce Harper third, Rhys Hoskins fourth, JT Realmuto fifth, Odubel Herrera sixth, Maikel Franco seventh, Cesar Hernandez eighth. Turns into a legitimate lineup because when you're taking a look at the NL East, pitching powerhouse there with the New York Mets, if they can stay healthy. Even losing Bryce Harper in Washington, still have a formidable team. The Atlanta Braves came on strong last year with a lot of young talent. NL East going to turn some heads this year and make some way as they head into the playoffs. If we take a look now for the Philadelphia Phillies with the Realmuto trade, and maybe some people looking down saying, you know what? Another shoe's going to fall there. Maybe it's Manny Machado. Maybe it's Bryce Harper. Taking a look at betonline.ag, the Yankees plus 700, the Red Sox plus 750, the Astros plus 800, Dodgers plus 800, and the Phillies pulling up the rear in the fifth spot on betonline.ag at plus 1,000. Shopping around again. If you go to 5 Dimes, you can purchase the Phillies right now at a plus 1,800 ticket if you wish to do so. So always keep those options open. Seems like that's the theme of the day here on That Betting Show. We can only help you push you in the right direction to what you want. Whether or not you bet the Phillies or the Lakers is certainly up to you, but it's always nice to get the best value on those tickets. So shopping around certainly is going to do that for you. Looking forward to it. Hey, how about this, folks? As we sit here right now on That Betting Show, 2/8. What's that? February the 8th. When that first preseason, or should I say spring training game is coming up? February the 21st. First regular season game is actually going to be over in Japan, people. March 20th and 21st. For the rest of Major League Baseball, opening day is March 28th. And I got something to say on this. Look, might be an off-the-mic segment at another time. Major League Baseball should be built to have a true opening day where everybody plays on opening day and could share in on the fun. What are you wasting it for when you're playing overseas in Japan? Bring that game back to the United States, have some fun. Even in the past in Major League Baseball, when they would open up, have Sunday Night Baseball with the Yankees and the Red Sox to open it. No. Open it up. Let's have a true opening day games. You have the parades like you have in Cincinnati. It's a whole bunch of fun to take a look at that as well.